Yeah, that would make life a lot simpler.
Yes. And I love that's the trail, your writings. That was such a magnificent piece of writing. When you walk the San
Camino, yeah. That was. I probably said this to you in what I wrote to you, but that was the most exhilarating and the most painful experience that I've had. And they seem to be. That's how it seems to go for people. That it's a common experience. It's really, I get tongue-tied trying to talk about it, but it's like a metaphor for life, that you're with all these people, you've all got the same goal, you're all headed for that goal in the same way, that you're all following the same path, and you start at a certain point, you follow the path, and then you reach a certain point, and the goal, you've achieved the goal, it's over, it ends. And so maybe it is just what you're saying, that when you're replete with knowledge, that's the end then. I got it, I'm loaded, I'm going.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel that I have, some of the things that I look back on that I have done, I wonder how I did them. And I don't understand simple math, but yet I can write formulas, just like a physicist. And I understand, like, physics, and I love photography, and camera, videography, everything. Music, obviously. Even have a keyboard here, So, anything else? I stop this and maybe we'll be back. I don't know. We want to see how we've done here. We won't watch the whole thing because I think we bore ourselves. Say bye, Tom.
Bye, Tom.
Bye, Tom. I see you, Mike. No, but my sister will not say bye to anyone.
Really?
She always says see you, see ya. Because bye, goodbye, is like, it's too final.
Too final, yeah.
We're like, see ya, or see you.
I met a fellow in Fort Bragg who owned a restaurant. It was the cook and owner of the restaurant, and we spent some time together, and he had...
Were you in the military?
Oh, years ago.
Okay.
No, this is 10 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
And
I'm sorry.
so we were. He had paintings all around the room, all by the same artist. Whose name I have difficulty holding on to.
What period of?
I think it's
Renaissance. Or?
No, a modern painter. And one of the pictures was a scene of this fellow the restaurant ownership, a scene from his life, which showed his wife who had died, and the doctor who had misdiagnosed what was wrong with her, and him in the background, and it was a picture of broken communication and suffering, and it was really, really interesting. Anyway, he showed me all the fellows' pictures and wound up with that one, and it was quite interesting and quite moving to deal with him in this way. And so as I was leaving, I said, well, I don't know that I'll be back here and see you again, ever. And and as I'm looking for words to say this to him, he put out his hand and he said, next time.
There you go.
We shook hands and I said, next time, and left.
Or like it's.
And I thought that was really nicely expressed.
Or like Captain Nemo, Jeffrey Nemo says, see on the sunny side. Yeah.
My closing on my radio show here and in Chicago was this Tom McGreevey reminding you that this is it and it's all good. I thought I understood that when I did it in late 60s, early 70s.
Sure.
I've only come around to understanding how right I was.
Well, sure, isn't that the truth? And who said this? And don't forget, always protect your head. You know who said that?
No, I can't remember.
Michael Xanadu. Closed the show, Jelly Pudding.
Yeah. Protect your head.
Now
that you say that, yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, and it would go out with,
right.
let's see, it would open with Repent While Purges, Procol Harum.
Yeah.
And it would end with Stop. Michael Bloomfield and Al Cooper.
Yeah.
You remember all that? That was, and that was when Jelly Pudding, I believe, was from 10 till midnight, and then as it expanded and expanded, and it grew and grew and grew and grew, and the old Scullys became antiques, and then the Mr. Wood's tertiary tones on the Scullys, and what a magnificent man.
Yeah. Well, he had that whole radio station in pieces in his house.
I know.
Which,
and he used to go downtown and record this Cincinnati Symphony Orchestra. I don't know if you were there the time that he flew into the parking lot with his Porsche. He was all dressed up in a tuxedo, and I don't know if it was Chris Gray, Ginger, or somebody was playing The Pusher by Steppenwolf. And of course the words are, "Goddamn the Pusher Man." Mr. Wood didn't want that on his radio station. He came in, took his Porsche keys, scratched the whole side of the record, wrote on the cover, "Do not play FW." Threw it on the floor and said, "Have a good evening," to the disc jockey. And it just seems like it was Ginger Sudden, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't even know. You probably were heading in a better career at that point. I don't remember.
"Do not play" on the cover.
Remember that?
Comes to my mind.
Yeah.
I was aware of that, but I don't.
Remember all the little notes, and everybody used to put their little love notes.
But I remember that he he wound up putting in that recorder over the door.
Oh yeah.
And when you opened the mic, it went on.
Like that?
No.
Oh, he had a yeah.
A reel-to-reel up there, and it recorded what everybody said around the records. And when you closed the mic, it went off. And it was to improve how his station was being
Oh,
turned
absolutely.
out.
And remember, he'd play, like, of course, I learned a lot about classical music and jazz by working the all-night shift, all-night jazz, and I admit it, sometimes I'd take a nap. And I think, I don't know if it was Miles Davis, I'm not pronouncing this correctly, but I say Concerto de Juan was. And, but you're familiar with the track.
Yeah.
And you know how the volume goes, how it can go real low. And Mr. Wood had that adjustment that would detect nothing being played on the air, and bells would ring. Remember that? And you know that District 3 police crawled through the window, the front window? You know?
I had forgotten that.
I think if the old how many times you sat in the barber chair? Yeah, silly question.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people would like to see us in that barber chair, wouldn't they?
Yes, they would.
I believe
They're all people who are close.
I bet you Tyler. I think Tyler got it.
Yeah. Oh yes, he did.
Yeah. Well, it couldn't have.
And then it became unloading it. He had a time with that. His son said he wanted it, and then moved to New Zealand.
Did he have it in Newtown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had it in his apartment.
Remember the little squirrel monkey and the black indigo or pike? I don't know what it was.
No, he had a black snake. He had
big thing. He actually put it on me and kind of like.
Yeah, the python. It was he called it pretzel. And he had these what kind of ladder back chairs, and the snake.
Yeah.
He wound into the chair.
And that little monkey was so cute. Oh, I miss Ty.
I still have the experience of hearing or seeing something and thinking, Ty. The idea being that I would share it with him or tell him about it, and as soon as his name does register, then it's like, well, I can't do that. I saw his older boy, Sean.
Right.
Boy, Sean is 50.
Well, sure.
A few weeks ago, and Ed Vandenberg and I and Sean and his partner, Catherine, had dinner together, and she was eager to meet both of us because Sean said, now these are people who've known me since before I was born. And actually that turned out to be true for Ed, but I met Sean when he was 2, so he'd already made his entrance.